Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. We are playing Jotunslayer Hordes of Hel again, but today we're going to be playing the Seeress. Seeress? Seeress? We'll go with Seeress. All right, so before we go ahead and get started with the game, let's go ahead and check our skills. So I went ahead and I played a little bit more after my previous video with the Revenants, and got a couple more skill points to spread out. So today what we're going to do is we are going to focus on Magic Missile and Mind Blast for our class skills. And I went ahead and I also put 2 points here for the Masteries of Fate just to give us 6 more rerolls and 2 more banishes. Also, again, I have our gold chance, drop chance increased by 50%, as well as our Eldritch Wards cooldown by an overall 35%. We're also, from a god perspective, as far as our skills, we're going to be focusing on evolving Thunderstorm and Ball Lightning. And you can see here that we're starting with 150 extra health, as well as 25% all damage. So that includes both class and god damage. Under Freya, we're still starting with our 25% increase in attack speed, 50% increased collecting range, as well as a 20% damage reduction buff. So that's absolutely fantastic to have, especially on those harder difficulties. For Loki, you can see here, same thing. We have this capped out. We have an additional 15% movement speed, as well as an additional 50% gold drop chance. That gold is just amazing for this game, and actually it's our only source of getting skill points. So this is fantastic. And then we also have 20% evasion. So again, just kind of stacking that defensive mindset here, which is great to have for this game, again, especially in hard difficulties. For Odin, we have 20% attack damage, so that's just for your auto attacks, which, hey, damage is damage, I will take it. And then we also have our experience gain increased by 25%, which is fantastic as well. And then lastly, we've got this point here, just to have an additional passive to select from our cards in the game, so you can get a flat 75 health buff and an additional 150 if you upgrade it a second time. So just something else to have if there's nothing else better that presents itself throughout the game. So let's go ahead and just dive right into the Seeress gameplay and see how she plays. I also was going back and forth about which staff do I want to use. The attack damage staff, not bad. Experience gain 10%. Obviously, it's amazing to have. Cooldown minus 10%. Pretty good to have, but not the end of the world if we don't have it. I really don't like this staff that much because the spikes cooldown, that ability is just very underwhelming. It's just a straight line of spikes. I don't like it. The experience gain one, experience gain is fantastic, and then the entangle, it's also really good, but it's so short. The radius is so small that you can't capture much unless you are really like in something's face, and I don't want that. So I think that we're gonna go with the general, like the very basic staff here, the attack damage plus 10%, and then the active, it's a 20-second cooldown, but it basically is a pretty large radius around you. It's a curse where one of two things can either happen. Either any enemies, there's a 30% chance that those enemies will get slain, or anything that's hit by the scythe, if you want to call it that, it's a 100% chance that they will be cursed, and with that curse they take increased damage. So overall, I think this is a fantastic staff, and it's the one that we're going to be using today. We'll be playing the Muspelheim map, and we're going to do normal because I want to enable this modifier, Time Rush, see if we can win with it. So essentially, Time Rush increases our movement speed by 10%, reduces our cooldowns by 10%, and our attack speed is increased by an additional 10% for a 30% resource bonus at the end of the run. Now keep in mind, this doesn't just impact us, it also impacts the enemies too, so they too will be moving 10% faster and attacking 10% faster, so keep that in mind. I also want to make sure I clear this modifier so that way I can unlock Heavy Burden and so on and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and just dive into this map. All right, so here we are. We'll see how this goes. I'm really hoping that our class skill combination with the god combination is going to help us out with this map's boss, because I do really want to make sure that we can clear this boss. Let's go ahead and do the runners. Thor, give us Thunderstorm. Come on. Perfect. Excellent start. So see how it said curse? That means that this mob now is going to be taking 30% increased damage. Now, generally, I would really only use that cooldown for a large group of enemies, but you know, for right now, it was good to show everybody. Ooh, this is unfortunate. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose the duration increase, so that way if we get hit like this, that bubble lasts a little bit longer. So I believe it lasts it lasts for 1 second, so that means it'll last for 1.5 seconds if it triggers, which totally fine. All right, so we can increase our health, we can release a chain lightning if we get hit, or we can increase all of Thor's skill damage by 20%. We'll go ahead and just choose that for now, because it's going to definitely buff up our Thunderstorm ability. Ooh, still didn't get what we wanted here. All buffs cast on the Seeress last longer, so I believe that also includes our ward. We could increase our critical chance by 10%. And if we crit, we trigger curse. Or every 7 seconds, we can release a raven that does some damage and it freezes. That's tough. Let's go ahead and do the ravens. That way, if we freeze things, it just helps us out in the end. Oops. Oh, thank God for those wards. All right, we're going to have to go take out that turret. Upgrade Thunderstorm again for additional strikes. You know, it's going to be a little biased, but I absolutely love the Seeress. I mean, maybe it's just because I love casters in general for any type of game that I play, but I feel that her class theme is amazing. I feel that the way that she plays with the skills is amazing. I think overall just an amazing character to have. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll here. Try to get... There we go. There's Thor. We'll go ahead and choose this passive. So anytime we attack, we will release a chain lightning, and it's a cooldown of 0.3 seconds. So I'm okay with that. Curse. I triggered a ward on accident. I really want to save those wards as much as possible, because as we get later in the game, there's more mobs. There's the bosses hit harder, of course, or the elites, I should say, hit harder. So if I can save these wards, especially towards the end of the run before we get to the boss, it's a game changer. I'm going to use Seeress again, and we didn't get it. We'll re-roll. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and we're going to banish Temporal Trap and Dark Wisps, because the next time we get to the Seeress, we want to get the ability that we want, which is that Mind Blast. So let's go ahead and re-roll here. We'll choose Thor again. Perfect. Ball Lightning. Love it. It's the secondary god skill that we're going to be evolving here today. We're going to curse that so we can at least hurt it a little quicker, get it down, get those coins. I believe there's a passive for the Seeress as well that increases the amount of charges for your ward, and I think it increases it by 2, so you can have 5 charges. If we can get that, if that even exists, maybe I'm just hallucinating. Who knows? But that would be amazing. All right, we're going to do the portal just because it's easy, brainless. Oh my gosh, I'm playing poorly here. Here we go. Oh, let's banish. I thought I just banished that. Well, we'll banish it again, and then I'm going to pick magic missiles just because of the spread. Get our chest. Absolutely, let's get the experience. We want to level up as fast as we can. magic missile again. Want to do more damage by seeing those missiles bounce all over the place. And so this is, of course, early access. They're still developing the game. They're still going to be releasing more maps. I'm very curious to see if they're going to be releasing any other gods or classes, but the game definitely has a lot of potential, and I'm absolutely loving the time that I've spent in the game so far. So super, super awesome game. Can't say enough how much I love this game here. I don't really have many negative things to share. We're going to choose the damage plus 25% buff here for the subclass. It's the Hag. But yeah, I don't really have too many negatives. I just wish that, well, the only thing actually currently that I have as a negative is the way that the runs end. Because when the time runs out, you effectively survive. Like, that's all it is. You just survive and the run is done. But if you complete the ritual at the end, you get to fight the boss. More strikes or thunderstorm. You get to fight the boss, and you can get more gold. You get those soul shards at the end to upgrade. You're not really upgrading anything. You're just unlocking more weapons and class skins, right? So I wish there was a little bit more there in the sense of, you know, what you can do with those soul shards to give you some more, just to make it more desirable to just actually go and clear out the bosses. Because right now, there's, outside of those skins and the weapons, there's really nothing else you're using the soul shards for, at least to my knowledge. All right, Mind Blast it is. Let's go ahead and clear that turret because I do not like these. We got 9.5 minutes left on the map, so we're going to try and get as much experience as we possibly can so we can take on the boss to finish this run with that modifier. Another really cool thing that they can probably do with this game is have some sort of loot system, or a permanent loot system where maybe one day they can say, you know, collect X number of soul shards and you buy gear, right? Like helmets and chests, things like that. And then that way you can add additional stats to your class that you're going to be playing when you go into different runs, or purchasing different things that can modify your run in some way to get more benefit out of that run. So I think that would be really, really cool. I know Scarlet Tower is another similar game, roguelike, right, where you can actually pick up equipment to put on your character. So that's something that they could do, and I hope they do, but we'll see. All right, yeah. I mean, hey, let's go ahead and. I mean, I don't feel like right now I need another point in this because the goal is to not get hit. So instead, let's go ahead and increase our crit chance by 10%. Allows us to crit more across the board, which is fantastic. All right, so we can get some more banishes. We can heal, or you know what? Let's go ahead and do the magnet. Just kind of absorb all of the experience gems across the map. That's helpful. All right, we're gonna go do. You know what? For fun, let's go ahead and do the hard version. Why not? We got 7 minutes or 8 minutes left. Let's do hard. Let's see how it goes. It adds an extra layer of difficulty to the quest by having flaming tornadoes apparently fly around, but we'll take it. We got this. Upgrade Mind Blast again. Curse those things. Those little demons. Start up the little quest now. Ooh, there we go. We have an elite that spawned as well. Oh, I am burning these charges. Not good, guys, not good. Gotta dodge the tornadoes. Let's go ahead and curse them. Do some more damage to the elite. And then when the elite drops, it's going to drop a chest for us as well. Could be varying things that the chest does, right? Give us some movement speed, attack speed, etc. A little damage buff. The damage buff would be nice right now. Ooh, not good. Oh, there goes. See, those wards, I'm telling you, they are absolutely fantastic. They can save you in a bind if you're not paying attention like I was. Perfect. Ooh, no. Let's do Odin. Let's upgrade Ball Lightning again. Can't get to that chest just yet. Perfect. We got to get to that chest. There we go. Curse everything. Get the chest. So we can magnet again. Let's go ahead and increase our crit chance by 15% for 60 seconds. I think it's at 60. I'm going to go to the other chest as well and take out that turret while we're there. Let's see. Why not? We'll increase the ward duration. So now it increases it by 85%. So I believe it puts it up to 1.8 seconds, roughly. Almost 2 seconds. There we go. Oh, we can do it again. I don't think it stacks, but let's just get some rerolls. Why not? Now for my third god skill, I don't know what I want just yet. We could, well, we can't get the Sentinel because I'm not spec'd into it, but we'll see. Maybe we do something with Freya. Valkyrie's Descent sounds like it'd be a good idea. All right, with 4.5 minutes left for the game to survive. So basically about 2.5 minutes before the ritual is available. Oh my goodness. Those wards, I'm telling you. Alright, let's do Freya and let's do Valkyrie Descent. I feel like that's going to help with the boss. Another thing that I wish we can spend our soul shards on is currently, you know, if I like an ability from another class, I can't actually use it on any other class, right? So I think it'd be really cool if it was set up in a way where, hey, I love magic missile, so if I spend 30 soul shards on it, it could be a random talent that you can acquire within that class's respective tree, right? Like, so if I'm playing Revenant, then maybe one of my Revenant skills could be Magic Missile, right? So I think that'd be kind of cool, at least giving some other options to spend these soul shards on besides just the class skins or just unlocking 2 weapons. But again, who knows? They may be doing more with the game to that extent. So increase our health, decrease cooldowns while standing still, and I'm always moving, or increases all damage, especially against elites. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh my goodness. There we go. See, now we're going down to the wire here where it's super important that we don't waste any charges for the ward, and I am just eating those up right now. Let's go ahead and... Ooh. Let's upgrade Magic Missile. I want to take out that turret down there first before we backtrack to the objective. And the reason why I didn't upgrade Thunderstorm or evolve it there is because its evolved form, it's great, it's really good, it's just not... Maybe I should have, honestly. Now that I think about it, it's probably a mistake. It's just one giant area that it strikes versus multiple smaller areas, right? Yeah, I mean, there's so many enemies now that it probably would have hit everything anyway. That's all right. Let's see if we can get magnet from this chest here. I think that would be fantastic. All right, we're doing it. See, that's what it looks like. So it doesn't strike multiple targets now. It just does one big blast. Sometimes it hits everything. Sometimes it hits nothing. So, but I think for the boss, it's an amazing ability to have. That's huge damage. Come on. Let's go ahead and finish this portal. Trying to not get hit anymore. Thank God, magic missile. That's amazing. Amazing talent there. So now we have 2 big chunking abilities for our final boss here that we're gonna go ahead and start in less than 40 seconds. We just have to make it over there. And hopefully we can have an additional ward that'll proc here in a second. Excellent. Perfect. Oh, thank God. 3 charges. Perfect. All right. He's going to go ahead and do a little AoE. We're going to curse him. Do some damage. Yeah, look at that thunderstorm go. Oh, evade out of that. Ooh. Yeah. We got our 3rd charge. No worries, no worries. Oh, there we go. It's okay, because our wards are saving our butts right now. Look at that. Still at 3 charges. We just can't die. Good game. And that's the Seeress. I mean, that is how broken the Seeress is. If you really focus on just not getting hit throughout the big chunk of the game and the map, right? And you save those wards and you build those wards up, it's just, it wrecks the bosses. Absolutely wrecks the bosses. They can't hit you. They can't do any damage to you. You just stay alive. It's amazing. So here, since we've completed the map with that modifier, we have unlocked Heavy Burden. And let's take a look at our damage. So we did 107 total damage here. Thunderstorm absolutely wrecked, almost 27k. Ball lightning, again, we didn't put, I think we only put 2 points into it. Ball lightning 2. Our magic missile, a little underwhelming there. Thought that would have been up there, but only 15k, not too bad. I mean, but you look at Mind Blast, only 2 points, and it did almost as much. So, and again, Valkyrie, I'm not surprised that it did such little damage there. So. But we did finish the map with 111 plus 72 coins, so that's amazing. And then now when we go into our skill shop, we can actually go ahead and unlock some more skill points here. So we got 4 additional points, which is great. And then now we can go ahead and put those elsewhere. So that was the Seeress. Thank you guys for watching. I'll definitely be continuing to play the game here. I do want to put up a couple more videos, one with the Berserker, and then the last one with the Flame Sister, and then follow those this little mini series up with just kind of an overall what's my opinion on the game so far within early access, and kind of grading, maybe ranking the actual classes as well. So thank you all so much for joining and for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like, go ahead and subscribe, and post a comment on the video as well. Let me know what your favorite game is, maybe your favorite ARPG. So thank you everybody for joining. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.